This morning in higher learning, college savings plans, also known as 529 accounts, have long been recognized as a great way to help families save for a higher education. With college costs rising every year, CollegeBoundfund and other state plans are getting more attention. But they also provide families with a chance to help their students get on the right track when it comes to managing their finances. Here to talk about it today is Peter Kerwin from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority. Good morning, as always, Peter.
Good morning, Michaela.
All right, so college-bound accounts, they actually are more valuable than just their savings. Is that right?
That's true. I mean, one of the things is with CollegeBoundfund and with a lot of other 529 plans, we've developed partnerships with financial literacy organizations because they're out there promoting savings and talking about the idea of having good personal finance habits, and we're really serious about that. But I mean, one of the other things that goes on too is that, you know, financial literacy isn't always happening in the classrooms. We've talked about that before, and it's not always being discussed at home. So what you see a lot of times is kids getting it, you know, learning these lessons firsthand the hard way by getting to college. They've gone there, they've taken on student loan debt, and then they're getting hit with credit cards, you know, living on their own for the first time.
Right.
You know, you start to pile on credit card debt on top of that mountain of financial aid, and it really becomes a problem. It's a hard hole to dig out of. So you want to really try to get started early. And I went to a conference earlier this spring, and we heard from it was sponsored by the College Savings Foundation. Heard from a woman named Dr. Joyce Cerrito, who's the keynote speaker. She's doing a lot of research at the University of Arizona, looking into how family behaviors, you know, the family environment impacts adolescents for their future, you know, financial behaviors.
It must have a big impact.
It really does. And one of the things she said that struck me was that just having a 529 plan, a college savings account, is a positive act because it really shows positive financial modeling for students, and that's a great thing for us to hear.
So how does the 529 plan work?
Well, I mean, it's you know, it's a college savings plan, and the idea is what happens when you have one of these is, you know, it's a great way to say to your kids, we're making an investment in you. Now you have to do your part and really work hard at school. Yeah. And then you know, it's important to have those conversations, because if it's anything like my house, you know, I've got a 14-year-old daughter. You know, if I say, hey, honey, we just opened up a college savings account for you, you know, she's like, thanks, Dad, I'm going to go watch Glee now. You know?
Right.
So, but you want to talk about what it means, and when those quarterly accounts, those quarterly statements come in, sit down and talk to the kids about it, you know, and say that we're investing, we're saving for the future, and that's a really good thing because it's going to help you in terms of not taking on that much debt down the line. And having those conversations really helps to develop good behavior patterns down the line. It gets a positive message brought home, and that's a nice way to get them ready for their financial future.
Right. And it's never too early to get ready, is that right?
It is never too early to get started on this stuff, especially with the cost of college being what it is now.
Very true. Peter, thank you so much for joining us today. For more information on CollegeBoundFund, head to foxprovidence.com.